Hey guys, Micah here from EbikeSchool.com, and today we're going to be talking about how your battery's charge level can affect the speed of your electric bicycle or your electric skateboard or pretty much any electric vehicle that runs a DC motor directly off of its battery voltage. Now, does it ever happen to you that you charge up your battery, it's fresh, hot off the charger, then you hop on your e-bike or your skateboard or whatever, and you just feel kind of like you're Superman for the first few minutes, like you're just flying with extra speed and power? Well, you're not crazy, this is actually a thing. Now, I did a little test with my e-bike earlier, and on this specific road, I was getting about 47 kilometers an hour hot off the charger. But then, after I had reduced my battery by about 25% charge, on this exact same stretch of road, under the same conditions, I was getting about 2.5 kilometers an hour less, or about 1.5 miles an hour less. So just 25% of my battery's discharge gone, I'd already lost about 1.5 miles an hour of my speed. So this is a real phenomenon that's happening. You're not crazy if you've noticed this. Now, why does that happen? Now, the answer lies in the voltage of your battery. Because for any electric vehicle that runs its motor directly off of battery voltage, it doesn't use an inverter or anything, your speed is going to be directly related to the voltage of your battery. That's why when you increase the voltage of, let's say, an electric bicycle from 36 to 48 volts, you're also going to have a pretty substantial increase in speed, because speed is directly proportional to voltage under these conditions. When a lithium-ion battery cell discharges, its voltage will drop over time, and the curve looks sort of like this. You start up over here at about 4.2 volts per cell, but immediately upon discharging, the voltage is going to drop pretty steeply for the first 5% of the battery or so, and then it's going to start to level off. And as you continue to discharge the next 90% of the battery or so, it's going to be dropping a little bit, but not so much, until you get to about 95% of the capacity gone, and then you're going to have another steep drop off here. Now, when you're up in this top portion up here, it's great, you're going fast, and if anything, in this little bit up here, the first steep drop, if you're really in tune to your e-bike or your skateboard or whatever, you might notice you have like super extra speed up here. But pretty quickly you're going to get into that plateau area, and you're just going to slowly lose speed as you go across here, but it's only a little bit, you're only dropping a small amount of that voltage as you go across. But by the time you've made it to about 90% of the way discharged through your battery, your voltage is significantly lower than where it started up here because you've been discharging that whole way. And in this last bit, you'll really notice some sluggish performance. You've probably noticed when you're trying to limp home with that last bit of battery that you just have like no speed, no power, it's not very responsive. That's because you've really gotten into this last bit where you just don't have much power and your battery's about to die. Now, this same discharge curve is found in pretty much every lithium-ion battery, but lithium iron phosphate batteries do have a little better performance because they just have a flatter area in the middle of the graph, so they don't drop voltage as much. So you won't notice this phenomenon as strongly in a lithium iron phosphate battery as you will lithium-ion batteries. But every lithium battery is going to have voltage drop over the course of its discharge curve, so you're always going to have faster speed right at the beginning of your battery's charge level and slower speed when you get near the end of the charge level of your battery. Alright, I hope you guys found that video helpful and interesting. Now it's time for the giveaway, where I'm going to give away a copy of one of my books to one of you commenters, either my book DIY Lithium Batteries, DIY Solar Power, or the Ultimate Do-It-Yourself e-bike guide. And the randomly selected commenter from my last video is Pre-Runner Wannabe. So thanks for commenting. Just send me your address and which book you'd like in a private message here on YouTube. You can find my contact details on my channel page. And for anyone else who wants to win one of my books, all you have to do is put a comment on this video, anything you want, and hopefully you will be the randomly selected commenter at the end of my next video. And for anyone who doesn't want to wait, you can always find my books on Amazon. Lastly, if you've stuck with the video this long, then there's a good chance you're one of my subscribers that follows my videos week to week. So first of all, thank you very much for that. I appreciate the support you guys are giving. And I just wanted to update you guys, a bit of a personal update. You might have noticed I didn't have any videos for the past, 4 or 6 weeks or something like that. So my wife and I are preparing to move to the United States, which is really exciting, but it's been a little bit hectic and there's a lot to do. So I wasn't able to keep up my normal, about 1 video per week schedule over the last month or so. I'm going to hopefully be trying to get back to that, but we still do have a few more weeks of stuff to do to prepare. So bear with me if I'm not at my normal schedule. But in the next month or so, hopefully we'll be back up to about 1 video per week. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and hopefully see you next week.